Good day and thanks for joining us on Lina TV News. My name is Hassana Salisu. First, the headlines. Governor Bago declares every last Saturday as Environmental Sanitation Day in Niger State. The Safshi Foundation donates food items worth 700,000 naira to the less privileged family in Mina, Niger State. Rivers State Assembly suspends plenary indefinitely ahead of the Wednesday budget defense by the Governor of Fubara. Stay tuned for details. Niger State Governor Farmer Muhammad Umar Bago has approved the Niger State Environmental Sanitation and Waste Control Regulation 2025. The regulation shall, without prejudice to any existing law, apply to matters in environmental sanitation and all categories of waste control in Niger State. Every person, tenement, or vehicle, either in motion or at rest, shall be responsible for the general cleanliness of its surroundings. In view of this, the Niger State Governor, Farmer Umar Bago, has declared the last Saturday of every month as Environmental Sanitation Day in exercise of the powers conferred by Section 5 of the Niger State Environmental Protection Agency Law 2022 as amended. To this effect, there shall be restriction of a movement of persons and vehicles from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on every environmental sanitation days, and within those restricted hours, every person or tenement shall ensure and provide for a thorough cleaning of its premises, including the safe disposal of waste. About 700,000 naira has been used by Safshi Enterprise, a non-governmental organization, to reach out to over 60 less privileged in Mina metropolis. The distribution of foodstuff by the NGO took place at premises of Radio Niger Mina, aimed at curtailing challenges faced by less privileged to access basic food items at this Ramadan period. Anna Asibi Moses has more.
The NGO Safshi, according to the CEO Sefia Yaman, had been in existence for 5 years, but has in its first 3 years supported the less privileged through distribution of cooked food during Ramadan, which they decided to reach out via raw food items last year and this year.
Okay, today is part of the activities I do at the NGO. Where we tend to give out things to the less privileged. The foundation, which was driven out of my zeal to give out to people who are the needy, was one of the reasons why we are here. If last year we gave 35 people, but this year, due to many opportunities, people contributed through cash and grains, we were able to give out to 60. We have 60 beneficiaries here. Okay, aside from giving out to people during the month of Ramadan that the NGO does, I have what I do personally aside from NGO, where I go to areas. I put it on my social media. I will say I've seen so people in this area. Who do you think deserve so some of the things I do? So, and in almost all of this area, I have people who help me to source out people that need it more.
Speaking, the special guest of honor, Niger State NUJ Chairman, Comrade Abu Umaru, who was represented by Secretary of the Council, Comrade Usman Chiji, commended the initiator of the event and pledged the Council's support.
Well, we are here this morning to share the joy with our colleague, Sefia Yaman Muhammad, who had graciously distributed food items to less privileged and vulnerable members of the society. I convey the felicitation and congratulations of the Council Chairman, Comrade Abu Umaru, to Sefia over this kind gesture. We recall vividly that last week we were at Federal Information Resource Center, where a colleague also, Asabe Sulegerba, did our own. This morning we are here again witnessing another member. So we are commending our members that are taking this path of bringing support to the less privileged in the society.
Also commending the NGO's efforts, Justina Ashishana encouraged well-spirited individuals in the society to, in the spirit of Ramadan, touch the lives of people through such gestures. On behalf of other beneficiaries, Sule El Chiroma and Amina Ahmed Paiko had this to say.
We are very happy. We are bless this organization. In fact, Hajiya Sophia, she will Allah bless her. As she has put smile on many people's hearts today, may Allah bless her. Yeah.
No, it's a welcome development because this woman has done a lot. What are this type of woman? You understand? If somebody can come out in this with our own kind of mind, I think things are going okay.
Beneficiaries are mainly from Pakungu, Tunga, Balkinsale, Meitumbi, and Tai village, respectively. I am Anna Asibi Moses.
The political tension in Rivers State continues to rise, with the latest being an indefinite adjournment of sitting at the Rivers State House of Assembly. Fubara had on Thursday written a fresh letter to the House informing the lawmakers of his intention to present the 2025 appropriation bill for consideration and approval. The letter addressed to the Speaker of the Assembly, retired Honorable Martins Amewule, Governor Fubara recalled his earlier attempt to present the budget on March 12, which was unsuccessful due to being denied entry into the Assembly premises. He stated that despite prior delivery of a soft copy notice and effort to submit a hard copy through the clerk, he and his entourage were locked out. The governor emphasized that this attempt complied with the Supreme Court judgment, which he noted has also mandated Assembly to carry out its function within constitutional boundaries. The Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, Zone D North Central, has hailed the Governor of Niger State, Governor Umaru Bago, as a gender inclusion champion for his administration commitment to promote affirmative action in the state. The NAWOJ Vice President Zone D, Mrs. Chizoba Obechi, in a press statement signed by the Zonal Secretary, Mrs. Juliana Ofoku, Thursday in Abuja, applauded the governor for committing to implement his government's executive under reserving all local government secretary positions for women in a bid to ramp up women's participation in the affairs of the state. The vice president also hailed the governor for making it compulsory that all the vice chairmen of local government areas will be female in the next local government council election in the state. According to Mrs. Obechi, the governor's pledge to exceed the 35% affirmative action and setting a target of 50% of women in governance in the state was heartwarming and deserving of commendation, especially as Nigerians joins the rest of the world to mark the 2025 International Women's Day with the theme, "For all women and girls, rights, equality, empowerment." She maintained that Farmer Bago is not only a gender inclusion champion, but has set the pace in accelerating action for gender equity. The vice president called on other state governors in the North Central as well as Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) to emulate Niger State governor in women inclusion and empowerment. She expressed hope that Nigeria will advance to a stage where the rights of women and girls are seen and treated as human rights. And that's about the size of our package on Lina TV News. Do well to follow us on our social media handles at Lina TV 247 or our website at www.linatv.com.ng. For news coverage, contact the numbers scrolling on the screen.